time getting it fixed back up. But like, basically, I don't know what happened exactly, but for some reason, my computer wasn't acknowledging that my capture device existed anymore. So after
Yeah.
enough fussing, I did the tried and true. I unplugged and
So,
replugged the USB cable back into the device.
yep.
And that worked for some dumb reason.
I know, right?
Because
Well, base
it's probably a thing where it just kind of the driver is like, oh wait, what's going on? Oh, I should be working.
Yeah.
Maybe for the cohort, I should make like the edgiest of edgiest looking assassins, like literally have an assassin row.
Yeah.
Because I mean, pirates. I guess one of the few times I could have an assassin in the party and not have trouble. And
Wanna-
then we find out who's that drow who likes to bake. Which
That was stupid of me.
I'm,
Oh.
actually,
No, I didn't.
So, good
You
work.
you doing all right over there, Ergel?
I'm trying to make myself. That's fine, Nan. I'm making myself some lunch or dinner at this point. You know, I'm gonna have some potato smiles, and I was getting the tray out of the oven because it's like you preheat the tray as well as the oven, and the tray started to slip, and I'm like, oh, I don't want that to fall onto the glass of the door of the oven in case that breaks. So my immediate reaction was to try and stop the tray with my bare hand.
Oh!
I'm lucky. It's like I was like I pulled back enough at the end, but I still sort of skimmed my thumb on the burning tray. Ah.
Gonna wanna
My condolences,
put
man.
some ointment on that or something.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
not like it was a. It was just a brief touch. It's
Okay.
You know, it just has that same energy of like a Tumblr post I saw where it's like, I dropped my phone, but the good thing that my ninja like reflexes smacked it, you know, right into my wall rather than landing safely onto my bed.
yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of energy, right?
Yeah.
Freaking muscle memory.
Mm-hmm. Potato gems, or smiles they're called. They're like, yeah.
We are potato gems.
It tastes
gonna-
good with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
butter bacon, and it's the loss.
yeah, I'm gonna have. Actually, they're called. They're a variation on the potato smiles. They're emoti bites. These ones have different emoticons. So like, thumbs up, heart, surprise, winky face.
I
I
mean,
couldn't find the actual. Yeah.
well, I mean, whatever it takes for the kids these days to eat their things.
I wish I had V8 Fusion when I was a kid. I drink fruit juice, but it's vegetables I need.
The funny thing is, the only reason I ended up buying these was because of Trash Taste. Joey, who is he's an Australian, and he was talking about like how the potato gems, the potato smiles, were his childhood, and even today in his adulthood, they're still so nice and delicious. And I'm like, God damn it, I gotta get a pack now. I guess the closest thing, they're basically tater tots for you Americans.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I think I've actually seen some like the smile stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Conrad, yeah, you're not wrong. Those do look like beans.
Okay.
Thank you for taking at least a little bit of that of that burden and letting me share it. I appreciate it, Bran.
Also,
That being said, it was a pretty delicious one. Yes, Owen?
I just want to say, now that I'm back and can actually, like, do things... Okay, so I love the notice here for the beds. Let's see. Team Galactic Nap Room. Ensure the bed is unoccupied before getting into it. There will be no cuddling in the nap room.
You know, I actually had to write that down. Somebody did.
I mean, to be fair, you could imagine someone like they've had a hard day. They just get to the nap room and just collapse onto the bed.
Nah, I like the funnier option of them just not noticing, getting snuggled under the covers, and they just like turn around, sees the person sleeping next to them. They wake up, he screams, they scream. Yeah.
Okay, I know this is meant to be kind of a jab, but like are you enjoying your unescorted, unauthorized, and unsettling tour of Team Galactic HQ? For some reason, I'm amused by the thought of that being meant with all sincerity.
Wait. Okay. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I forgot to check how long I had to put them in the oven for. And I went to check the packaging and Nan was about to throw it away.
Yeah, that walking thing was like, you threw the box away, and you put things in, and you're like, how long was it you have to go back to the garbage can and fish it out?
I am reminded of seeing this series of videos a guy did about glitches in Paper Mario, and one of them dealt with how, like, there's the one during one of the portions when you're playing a Peach sneaking around, you gotta bake a cake for the frickin' fat shy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fuck.
Yeah, and there was a thing where it's like because of some way that they have it work, it's like, it's not necessarily that they just have you count up to whatever amount of time was supposed to be appropriate, but I think it was a thing where it would count up, and then when it got to a certain amount, it would like reset, or something like that. So it was a thing where it's like, yeah, according to Paper Mario, it is perfectly acceptable to bake a cake for 15 years or whatever it was, because you could go that long. And if you hit the button timing right, it would still come out good.
I feel like
Yo.
what a in an oven for 2 years and the oven did not, slow. I feel like you might make a cake out of diamond.
I mean, that's like the classic joke. Like, I've seen it a few times in cartoons and whatnot, where it's like, oh, it says to bake this for like 3 hours at 300 degrees. So why not bake it for 3 minutes at 3,000 degrees or something?
Actually, I just want to say, Bran, that what you said actually finally explains why the dragons, even those like in MLP universe, take such long as fucking naps. Because they eat diamonds, so they put in the cake in the oven, take like a 15-year nap, and then the cake is done.
I think you missed the joke.
Yeah.
More to the fact that diamonds, you would turn
And-
sharp oil and then become charcoal and then with crusher wood.
I mean, there wouldn't be any pressure.
I
there,
got
unless it was
that.
pressure
I just tried to follow up on it.
proof.
It's cool. I'm not every joke is bound to
And
succeed.
Wait, would it be? It wouldn't be charcoal because it has to be coal. It's carbon.
Oh, well, you overbake something, eventually it's going to turn to charcoal. Also, Argyle, I hate you.
What did I do?
Shared that Shad University video. Started getting you into my feed and started watching more and more.
Hey,
blame Google Chad for that. It's like, oh, you see this one singular thing from one dude? See all of the things.
It's funny, right? I was recently looking at this frickin' someone went on Reddit and they're like, oh, I don't like Shadowversity anymore because he's this elitist douchebag, and this is all about his videos about the nunchuck. And it's like, the common complaint was like, oh, he's misrepresenting nunchucks in a cultural sense. I'm like, you don't need to understand the culture to understand the flaws of a weapon.
Right. There's kind of a reason why weapons evolve over time. Like, hell, I mean, the African, there's a reason why Africans don't use tribal spears and, you know, their ancestral weapons. We got better ones.
I mean, there are some who do still use that stuff for various reasons, but not for, like, actual warfare.
Yeah. Obviously, rituals, demonstrations. Hey, you gotta respect the past.
When it comes to modern weapons, the one that I absolutely hate, and yet everybody like loves it in terms of like in Call of Duty and other FPSs and whatnot, is the Karambit knife. It is a horrible weapon, yet people love it because it's edgy.
I'm more of a conservative. I like.
No, a kukri is like an actual proper thing.
Yeah, I like that one because it's got a unique design that still works.
Yeah.
It's got history.
But it's like a kukri is an actual like large knife. Like even if it's curved, which has been proven with like the Kopesh. The Kopesh is also a great weapon.
Yeah. I sort of feel like a kukri is like what happens from a machete and a knife kind of thing. Right?
Whereas a Karambit basically looks like a claw. It's the way you hold it is kind of like a ice pick grip.
Did I get a picture?
Yeah.
So I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Google, but yeah. Back in warfare, there were two important things about a weapon. It's gonna get the job, well, three of course. Get the job done, it's viable to carry around, maybe, be it material or weight. Can it impact on the public supply? Have, you know, incubation and material. That's all they got going for them.
And I would say, though, on the note about how there's been the thing of, oh yeah, spears can only do so much against modern stuff, it's like, there were still people who can, armed only with spears, can give men with guns a run for their money, but it's sort of, a lot of that is, though, tactics and knowing the terrain and all that, and their skill of the warrior and all that, but...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not discounting when somebody with, like, lesser technology overtakes somebody with better damage. That's just proves that weapons don't win war.
Yeah. Or it's like there's even the thing of like when it comes to a weapon, like just how useful good it is. Like there's the thing about how it's like the AK-47 is infamous for being almost everywhere, in part because it is such a easily maintained and simply designed weapon, relatively speaking, to other automatic weapons.
Yeah.
Well, it is fun, but it's simple, stupid.
But yeah, I put the Karambit in shitposting.
Yeah. No. Okay, the only way I can kind of see that maybe working is if it was, if it's not like that, but like brass knuckles and maybe a bit of blade on the end. Not on as ridiculous as that.
I just don't know why people like bloody bust the nut over this thing. I think
The problem is that okay, I'm no weapon expert, but I'm pretty sure that if you try to do that into something, if there's only one ring, that's gonna bend your finger apart. That's why I'm thinking like if you had brass knuckles, so there's more stuff, more secure. Small knives you can do like, you know, that kind of stab, but no, this doesn't work.
the only thing I can think that its design is partially good for would maybe be for actually like literally slashing a throat. But then it's like use normal knife. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing of like, if you're in the position to cut someone's throat, any knife will do.
Yeah.
You're trying to be stealthy, liar, you know, drawing him, watching and whatnot. Okay, this is knife apparently Indonesian service that came from the. Okay, I am definitely gonna purchase the nag out of the town of West Sumatra. Huh. So it's not a modern thing, it's an actual.
Yeah, just
Huh.
yeah.
Also, apparently there are two grips. There's, of course, the upside down grip, but you can also hammer grip it.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I still don't think, like, this isn't like an old cultural weapon that, you know, can vary from region to region for reasons.
Yeah, still.
If you're gonna use a weapon, go for a regular knife.
Yeah.
I forgot that Cyrus straight up gives you a Master Ball.
Yeah.
I could have swore that it's like in Ruby and Sapphire where like you just pick it up in their hideout or whatever, but like, no.
Yeah. Sapphire makes sense because they're like stealing it from them. In fact, I can totally imagine that Max your heart is really pissed off when you find out son of a bitch.
I'll catch anything without fail, but it is not anything that I require. Unlike you trainers, I do not make my Pokemon my friends or partners. Unlike other members, I don't use Pokemon as tools. Instead, I make the power of Pokemon my own.
Yeah. In other words, he's using them as tools.
Yeah, like, that's one of those things where it's like, you're still doing it. You're just doing it with extra steps. Like,
Yeah, you know, it sounds like using Pokemon with extra steps.
Well, no, just the fact that he's like, oh, I make their power my own. That's literally what a tool is.
I mean, in hell, wouldn't you want the Master Ball anyway? Like, in case, like, I don't know, drunk kid who's trying to stop me with poison at the Pokemon.
Okay,
It's for everybody.
he's the extra stupid part. The whole point of him wanting this whole going out and capturing the Uxie, I can't remember all the names, Mesprit and whatever. The whole point is so that way he can then build the red chain to capture the mascot legendary. You have a Master Ball!
Yeah, like, I can understand that, oh, maybe, like, the chain is what makes it even possible to catch with a ball, but, Also,
We've
just...
had that conversation before, I'm pretty sure. The argument got raised like a special ceremony needs to be done to have it at full power.
That could be
Give me
it.
a number between 1 and 100. All three of you.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
74.
4?
19! Hey, Conrad, you win.
What do you win?
The big nuts!
Okay.
What? The coconuts?
The big gay dance.
Hey, don't worry about it. Okay, so just gonna say, gonna go through this last section for the stream. This has always been like the freaking creepiest part of this game to me.
Yeah, like, what are they doing exactly?
I cooperated with Team Galactic, but this experiment has gone too far. And when you look at these, there's something suspended in a green fluid. Just something.
Yeah, I actually bought some new dice. They're metal pirate.
Like, I don't know precisely, like, I'm guessing it's meant to be a thing that's like, oh, they were trying to synthesize something from the lake fairies, but...
The weight fairies?
The lake
The
fairies. Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf.
So, that's the one I always never get the name right.
I can't say anything in our defense, but that thing we made, what is it going to be used for? It's like, yeah, there's some straight up unethical shit that happened. Appears to be suffering with eyes squeezed shut. It seems to be suffering with its tails twitching.
Yeah, if one saw that as a kid. Yeah. I mean, heck, even now.
Here's the funny part, right? That you've beaten him once, and like Cyrus now wanders off, and he's going directly to Spear Pillar. And by the time you get there, he's gone up by like 10 levels in all these Pokemon and even evolved his bloody Golbat. It's just like, what did he do in that like half-hour time frame?
I'm more concerned like how he got the gold back.
Yeah, we've discussed that one
Yeah.
before. It's like, the only thing I can kind of get is that,
It's all about
Because-
the Pokemon's perception of friendship.
yeah, he's never abused his Pokemon. There is a theory that the reason why he went the way he did is because of he used to have a Rotom, and then like his parents took the Rotom away from him or something like that. Because it's like, I believe it was you could find like the Rotom, there was like a robot, a toy robot or something that he had a very strong connection to. I can't remember. I haven't looked at it, the details in a while.
I know in the manga there was
Yeah.
so if you want a better that would be
Well, I can't help but think of from freaking abridged Bonds Beyond Times. It's like, wait, so you can travel through time? Can I use you to go back and save my parents? No, that would be a lame use of my powers.
Yeah.
I don't wanna cure cancer. I wanna make people into dinosaurs.
Want to go back in time and play a children's card game to get rid of the children's card game.
It was fun to be really idiotic now that we say it out loud. Also, one time, like, he did a murder. That's the thing. Like, he straight up died. Grandpa.
Hey, God, you know, I love always going back to frickin' the Avatar, what is it, Amber Island players, just the whole, like, even though that is reference to Avatar, a lot of those elements can be used as references to a lot of other stuff, like, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, it was very unclear whether Pegasus actually lived or died. And I just think of that Avatar moment. It's like, wait, so did he die? That's clear.
Like, I think from what I understand, the idea is that the original manga author's intention was that he died, but then it's like, well, shit, the Americans seem to want him alive for some of these movies, so sure, he's still alive.
Yeah, and that's why there's also that theory of the
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like of course he's alive in the anime because of GX, and so therefore, yeah. And then of course you have
for all the time he committed. Where have he ever set free all those other people he killed into a damn card?
probably.
Actually, I would like to imagine that he's and I feel like no, I'm gonna make some new cards.
Yeah, buddy. Another thing that kind of gets a bit glossed over in at least the dub of the anime is that frickin' Malik straight up sends that group of like the zombie or the like I can't quite remember what their theme was, but yeah, just a group of players just kills them straight up. Gets I think there's zombies that come out of the ground and drag him into hell. Or was that Bakura? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Bakura just straight up. Yeah, he really killed the guy while his arm was still bleeding.
I mean, of course, I would say ultimately, a lot of that, almost doesn't really compare to some of the shit that actually happened during the quote-unquote Season 0.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you guys straight up poured alcohol on a dude and lit him on fire. Or tricked him into lighting himself on fire.
And when they did that in the anime, they knew, okay, we couldn't do this. So, yeah, a dad just made him think he was on fire.
I remember that time they did hockey on a hot griddle with a disc of ice that had explosives in it.
First of all, where the hell did he even find those? Where did he find the explosives? Like,
Chemistry club?
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, Japanese school and a shonen series. They got a club for everything.
Yeah.
Well, gonna close the thing out here. So I will say good night for now.
Oh, that's earlier than usual, isn't it?
It's no. Oh right! It's fucking. I forgot. I got off work early.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, this is when you'd normally be starting.
Yeah, I could have gotten away with starting late. Bonus 2-hour session.
Also,
Anime, Yami Merrick said regular Merrick on his chaperone. In the manga, he straight up just skinned him in his back. Because apparently some ancient Egyptians is like, hey, you know this ancient magic rod? Let's put a dagger in it.
oh god, I still love bloody Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, just the, okay, let's listen to the radio. Kill your family, kill your family.
Kill your family. And then it's like, it goes to the TV, it's like, kill your family. It's like, ah! And then when Kara, yes, that was when Kara. Like, what, you don't like the Kill Your Family show?
Man, it's...
Although I do have to, it does raise a question. What was Yami Merrick on the... Why was an adult Yami Merrick on screen? When it was Merrick, and then she was like, because shut up.
Yeah. It's really the only reason why it's like there's so many bridge shows tried to come out, but like no one could really beat the big three. And okay, I say big three, but really the third one didn't come until much later. But that's of course DBZ abridged, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and I would say right up there with them is of course Sword Art Online abridged.
And with an honorable mention from Final Fantasy Machine Abridged, but...
That's Team 4-Star. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, anything Team 4-Star did is good.
Yeah.
Put them under an umbrella.
Alright, guys, I think I'm about done, as in I need to go to sleep, so good night, thanks for the ride.
Sleep well, dude.
And thanks for the fish.
That's a lot of fish.
So long, so long, so long, farewell. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
I'm surprised, like, you know what? With this kind of books that have been adapted to like live action series, we've got a Wheel of Time, we've got His Dark Materials, and they're both really good. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually we got a frickin' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy adaptation.
I mean, we did, like back in the
But the
2000s.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about like a yeah.
Look,
That would be
I
nice.
never opened a book for any live action.
What? Okay, Bren. His Dark Materials, done by Amazon, is real. Yeah, Amazon is really good. Wheel of Time is really good. You're so stuck on one.
Sorry, you were saying?
What?
I didn't catch what you said.
I said you're kind of stuck on this one bad one when there are also plenty of examples of good ones.
Depends. I don't know. Some stuff I'm not as familiar with. I don't really. I'm always disagreeing with something. So admittedly, I feel like this world would probably benefit not from a live action series, but
There is a live action series that came out, I think, middle of last year, or it might be.
Because there's been like a bunch of like TV movie type things, right?
Yeah, there was an actual Discworld like 2-3 part movie. It was made by Hallmark, I believe, and there is a series that's based on like it's set in like one of the major cities of Discworld, and it's like a police force. I think what they're doing instead of that, they realize they don't need to do that when they can just have their D&D bloody actual plays on YouTube. Stuff like Dice Camera Action was their forerunner for a while until that fell apart.
Are you telling me you wouldn't want to see some of the locales and settings and moments, recreated?
I feel like that's one of those things where that was a series that could only really exist in its time, and if you were to try to do that again, it would come across as being just awful nostalgia bait.
Mm.
Pathfinder, on the other hand, might actually make it work if they did a retelling, like each season, a retelling of the adventure.
Yeah, and they would use the iconics.
Yeah, like the iconic characters are ones that were related to it. I think it could work.
Just the Because here's the thing, right? Every time Paizo release, like every class in Pathfinder has an iconic character that is tied to it. They are the canonical character that is the representation of that class. Yeah.
That barbarian is.
Yeah, one of my favorites, and I think they actually made this character a new one for 2E. She's the iconic Force Summoner, and she's basically this adorable young girl with a dragon best friend. And her backstory is so wholesome, which is funny because it's like, Summoner was released with Magus. And the Magus iconic is this guy who has been abused all his life, and he has like the most dark, depressing, edgy backstory. So it's like, you read his backstory, then you read the Summoner backstory, and it's like whiplash.
Yeah. Although I'm hoping he becomes an iconic, but I love Red after the right. Now picture this. You got an old gnome. You got a couple hundred years old. You got white hair.
Oh, he's bleached. He's bleaching, is he?
Yeah. Doesn't care. You wanna why? He's a Hell Knight.
Yeah.
So imagine this little gnome with a freaking Hell Knight full plate. And a gnome hook hammer. He's actually a pretty entertaining character because he's actually a pragmatic, lawful, evil character.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of those guys where it's like, I want to hate him, but he actually gives out good points. It's like, we're a fucking crusade.
Have you... Okay, Andrew, when it comes to Pathfinder, do you know much about the lore?
I know aboleths did a lot of shit in prehistory.
Yeah. Do you know what bleaching is?
I take it that does not refer to one's hair.
Kind of, it does, but in a different way.
What does it mean?
Okay. So gnomes, being from the first world, aka the fairy world, their whole being is kind of built on experience. If they ever run out of new experiences to keep them entertained, if they start to get bored, they start to lose their mind. They start to basically sink into a depression where they no longer want to live, and as they do this, their hair starts to turn white.
In other words, it's gnome Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Though not as funny.
Wow.
If I create a really cool concept and suddenly make gnome characters, I'll make a lot more sense. Why you get silly gnomes, crazy shit. They want new experiences. Yeah, this little gnome was like, yeah, I'm getting the bleaching process. Don't you care? Nah, I probably got one more campaign before I have to die. Doesn't matter. Like, that is basically his attitude. He is so like, I think he's only worried about one thing, and that's because of bleaching, it's gonna affect his mind. And he's concerned that it's gonna make him in a physical scenario. Like, it's still a Hell Knight. If you know anything about the Hell Knight, they basically judge dread. That is what Hell Knights are. So cowardice? Well, actually, it's judge dread or the Commissars from War.
Yeah.
One of these, it's like a fusion of both. Follow the law, and they will shoot you if you show cowardice. So, okay, what I really love about Wrath of the Righteous is the mythic paths you can take, and the options. Right now, I'm going for the angel path, but there's actually if you follow a certain step, you get to turn into a gold dragon. But you gotta you can become an Aeon, a devil, an Azita, which comes with a dragon pal.
Yeah.
Trickster, the Lich.
Okay, so I'm thinking when it comes to your team at the moment, like you've got a. I just realized you've power leveled your Blissey.
Pretty much. Just from hanging out while the rest of the team does shit.
Yeah. But I think one of the more interesting ways to get it to end the righteous, take the path of the storm that walks.
Yeah. Hmm.
Everybody will hate you, and suddenly the game turns from, hey, let's save the world to, hey, let's eat the world.
Wait, why hasn't your Riolu evolved yet?
He hasn't been in my party, and I was waiting to go and grab the Soothe Bell to put on him so he becomes more friendly.
Yeah.
I probably, you know, because considering how fast Blissey came about, I probably could have just put him in earlier, but...
But,
Oh.
you know, you want to get him at fluff ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. So, I came across something yesterday that I didn't realize. Like, I've known, of course, about Ocarina of Time randomizers, but
Mhm.
it's actually gone to the part where now people are using, like, custom models over Link. And one of them that I saw was, you have Riolu in place of Young Link and, frickin',
Lucario.
Lucaria. I was like trying to think for a second how I was just about to say, but yeah. So, and I think you can even replace, I think they even have it so that way the sword is replaced with his Bone Rush. Bone.
That is pretty cute and interesting. Yeah, like, I remember thinking that was one thing I thought was really cool when looking at Link to the Past randomizers. You could get stuff like Esperterra from Final Fantasy VI. It's
Yeah.
freaking neat.
I believe another one that I saw was Zero.
Like Mega Man Zero?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
And it's set up so that way you don't actually have to be playing in randomizer mode. You can actually play the base game with the model swaps.
That's always appreciated.
Nice.
So I was thinking, is like, if I do that, I might have it as Zelda, just for the fun of when you get to the point where you meet Zelda, it's Zelda talking to herself. It's like, okay, what kind of timeline shenanigans is going on here?
One of them just does jazz hands. One of them just does jazz hands and says, "Time travel." This is what happens when it turns out you're the incarnation of a goddess of time.
Yeah.
You can just walk into the room and she's like, yep, that's it, no more late night drinking. We're not giving up the coke, though.
Yeah, I never actually really realized that the underlying okay, I'm not sure. I guess you could say it is the underlying theme, or I'm not sure if it is just like something that is interpreted. But the theme for Ocarina of Time is kind of, well, growing up.
I mean, it fits with what happens to Link.
Yeah.
Majora's Mask is about death. So much death.
Yeah. But yeah, Ocarina of Time being about, I guess, like the hardships of adulthood and growing up and that. Whereas Wind Waker is also got the same theme of, you know, growing up, but it's more about the exploration of growing up. It's about, because go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel kind of bad for adult Link. Because imagine this kid Link and suddenly has to go hormones. Weird thoughts.
I think that's where the sense of duty overrides that.
Yeah. Yeah. Though it does also lead to me just thinking of funny moments of this adult badass acting like a little kid.
Basically Shazam.
Shazam!
That movie's great.
Yeah.
Good, try watching that, yeah. Also, his name is not Shazam, it's Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I'm talking about the movie Shazam.
Yeah, his name is Captain Marvel.
I know, but the movie is literally called Shazam. That's why.
I never liked that Captain Marvel more than
Yeah, I think my problem with the Marvel, Captain Marvel, especially in the MCU, is that it definitely comes across as like, oh, we want her to be a girl boss. So it's like, it feels like, where is her personality other than tough bitch?
Exactly. Basically, you know what's the best way to describe her? She's basically the DMPC who's super badass, and he overshadows the party that you have to question, why do you even need the party?
Yeah.
Right?
That's almost what happens in Endgame, if I remember. She basically comes in like halfway through Endgame and just starts to kick ass, and
that's where, yeah, pretty much, Captain Marvel's kind of the reason why I fell out of favor of the Marvel movies. I just pretty much just sort of stopped.
oh, that's only one. That's only one movie. The rest of the MCU is good.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Like, the thing is, like, the thing I've been getting, like, I haven't seen it, but from what I understand from listening to people who will, like, talk and critically analyze the movies, like, ironically, it seems like the worst part of the MCU is the big damn crossovers like Avengers.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, because it's like, you think that, like, with the nature of a cinematic universe being what it is, you'd think the climax of bringing everyone together would be the best thing. And there's still, like, big events, but at the same time, it seems to be when they kind of, they almost kind of have it be an easy day for them in terms of, like, some aspects of writing.
Yeah. But I saw No Way Home the other day.
Is it good?
It's good, but Into the Spider-Verse is still the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, let's be honest. Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. I mean, you make Tobey Maguire your hand into a canon thing there. Like, canon.
I still need to watch Enter the Spider-Verse, damn it.
It's
It was a normal pig bitten by a radioactive spider.
right. I thought he was a spider bitten by a radioactive tree.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I know they're making a sequel. I wonder what they're gonna pull out.
Yeah.
Dang, Rolo will be leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else I feel like Miles as Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem, but you know, he does have a style that makes me
Yeah. And just all the memes that came from Into the Spider-Verse. Like, one of my favorites is the, you have, Peter B. Parker doing, like, sitting there thinking about what move to make next, and you've got Miles in the cheap Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, it's like, alright, sweet, kicking the boss's ass for the 637th time. My little brother watching me beat the boss, I have trouble beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of energy. Of course, you know, Doc Ock. There's 3 actually. Business is booming. Run. Well, okay, just that guy just running.
I remember someone seeing images of someone doing a cosplay of Into the Spider-Verse's frickin' Kingpin, and they're just a boulder of paper mache.
Oh yeah, and my favorite meme out of all this, Peter Parker's reaching out.
Yeah.
Freeze frame. The exact feeling that you feel that moment when you hit your elbow on a table. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but when you hit your elbow on a table, that's an Achilles heel. I'm looking for an update they'll fix it.
The only way to fix that issue is by putting more padding around it. But then, I think if we had more, if there was more flesh around the elbow, we would probably lose some mobility in the in that joint.
You're right. I mean, hell, if we wanted more mobility and we probably had to get rid of a lot of hair. Man, playing our characters spent the evolution.
No, that's, you know, humans are the most OP build.
Yeah, we've basically changed the meta of the entire game. Like,
Yeah.
literally.
Why couldn't we just be elephant? I don't want to be a dolphin person because I know what dolphins do. So,
That. God, I hated this part. Just, I think I might have got lost here for a bit.
Conceptually, I think it's interesting, but I get what you mean. It's kind of not obvious where to go.
And yeah, it really is just a gauntlet. Like, you've just come out of a gauntlet of Team Galactic, and you go straight into another gauntlet of Team Galactic. It's like, they really backloaded Team Galactic encounters in this game.
Here is a question for you. Which of these players would you rather have? Well, you have no choice, you have to pick one. Who do you take? Either the metagamer, the annoying weeb, or the guy whose schedule is like playing around?
Three of those. No, except for the last one. It's easy. I mean, I don't see a problem with the metagamer or the, like, again, annoying weeb. That's basically all. That's us.
Yeah, you're right. I've been listening to a lot of D&D horror stories.
And a metagamer is like any GM worth their salt knows how to deal with a metagamer.
Yeah. I mean, my rule is when I come to Adventure Path, if I know something's coming, I do play as logical as my character would. And if, say, I'm fully aware of, like, a trap that would trigger, for example, I remember when we played the Mummy's Mask, I remember there were a few traps, my guy didn't know about, didn't notice them, guess I'm walking in!
Yeah, no, that actually happened to me today, because I knew what gibbering mouthers were. Gibbering mouthers have this reaction where if you deal slashing damage to him, it creates a new mouth that immediately bites you. And I was about to attack, and I was like, I might have missed it. Have we actually identified these yet? Do we know, like, have we discovered what slashing damage does to him? And the team's like, no, we haven't. I'm like, okay then, I'm gonna slash at it.
Yeah.
Even though I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Exactly. I play logically of how my character would be.
Yeah. And because, like, that is the thing of, like, in the end, it's easy enough to deal with the metagamer, because, like, you always have that classic conversation where it's like, wait a minute, but they don't have this much HP. Who said I was going off of the monster manual?
Yeah.
I pretty much, I play it longer. If anything, I try to keep the story on track if I know where the track is. Like, obviously I'm not trying to railroad, but hey, if nobody knows where to go, I might go, actually, why don't we try this?
Yeah, because it's like, in the end, we all do a little bit of metagaming at times just to help smooth things along. Because it's like, if for one reason or another, we might come up with a reason that, oh, well, this is why we're sticking together, not because of, maybe not necessarily because of proper in-character reasons, but because of, like, we know how much of a pain in the ass it is to split up the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, here's an example. Here's of a reason. So, with Skull and Shackles, it's pretty much no secret that you're going to be involved with you. The problem is, she doesn't have to be the second half of the game. So, why is it that your character is trying to make friends? My character's reason would be, is there's one character that first date. He's kind of an asshole, and people are whispering that he's afraid of being taken down a path. Well, I got it ambition. What if I become the new person? And like got the crew working with me. So let's go from there. And then later it's like, oh, now he's running the show. Well, okay, now it's simple like that, right?
Oh my god, see, finally someone realizes. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter if you're an adult or a kid, Pokemon are equalizers. Yes! This guy is smart, promote him!
That or execute him because he's too smart.
Promote that man.
I'm just working for the money. Something money. Give me lots of money.
I also gotta wonder, it's like, I can imagine a goon training. Okay, when a fluffy young trainer that looks like a hero is trying to interfere, you stop them, but make sure you give them some helpful advice first.
Oh, like, there's no way you're gonna find the key that I hid on the table.
Exactly.
You get a gold star. Yay!
God, I'm just imagining it's a case of, you have someone who goes for that and they actually follow through with advice and make it, like actual life advice.
Hey kid, don't do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Kid, I recommend keeping stock options and seeing what is going to trend. Best early.
It's like they go to the trainer goes to battle the goon, and it's like, you know, half an hour later they're just sitting down on the ground and the goon is helping them with their freaking their what do you call it, their audit profile.
Yeah.
their taxes. That's it. Yeah. But yeah, no, this is usually tricky. But I know if you do this and do this, it will make your tax calculations a lot easier. should we like battle or something?
The best part is they can both fucking be considered for
God, I'm just thinking, it's like, wait, you're actually super smart with this. Like, how do you know this? Oh, I was an accountant before this. Wait, what? Why are you doing this then? Because I was an accountant. I wanted something more exciting in my life. So you turned to crime? Yeah! It seemed like it'd be fun. But in the end, you do have a point, kid. It turns out crime doesn't pay. Well, it does pay, but you see, it isn't really worth it. You see, when it comes to the...
Like, it really, the cost of running an operation like this, I mean, with all these uniforms and hair dye / wigs, and that's a whole budgetary thing right off the bat.
I just imagine like the trainers just like, if you wanted excitement in your life like that, why didn't you just go on like an adventure tour to like over at Aloha or something?
Remember,
I mean, if you're working for a bank, you probably are actually making good bucks.
Yeah.
God, though, I'm just imagining it's like for this whole thing, they're going up the mountain, it's just get on Zospa frickin' Skyrims up the slopes.
Yeah.
In my Skyrim Let's Play, I got the Sensalia here, and my character was going out on that, he's just like, I don't know what that spell said was but it can't be of this world.
I saw a video recently. It might have been posted in our group, or I might have just got it from the recommendations. But it was basically someone playing Skyrim. They killed a deer, and they got a dragon soul out of it.
Well, apparently that was a dragonborn deer.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you murder Kid Venison.
And it's like, yeah, someone in the comments had to explain, like, what is actually going on. It's like, oh, if you forget to pick up a dragon soul, and then you next go into the cell that it is in, it will respawn on any kill that you make, and it's just like, come on! I like the idea of the scene this deer was a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a while since we've heard from Bethesda.
Yeah, like...
I'm actually surprised that I'm trying to introduce Skyrim against
My God. I like to imagine maybe Todd Howard brought up the possibility of that, and Microsoft was just, no. You sit down and you finish Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6.
But, and they spray ball. Bad, Todd Allen, bad! Man, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him not getting involved with that stupidity.
You know who would get involved in that stupidity?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I was thinking Gearbox as well, but like... Actually, isn't Gearbox now under Bethesda?
I don't think so. I don't know. Okay.
Actually, no.
You know what?
Yeah.
I know one man who I think I would be able to trust to use NFTs in games. Hideo Kojima. He would find a way to make it work.
And it would be a commentary on it in the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I can give him that. Yeah.
Actually, you know, right, I just remembered, Gearbox, yeah, never mind. Tiny Tina's Wonderland is actually looking really cool.
Oh yeah, I love that.
It's like, they're going full on, like, they're actually making it like a fantasy game. So, like, all the classes, one thing that apparently they're doing with the classes is that they aren't defined characters. There's going to be full character creation. And, of course, they're actually having a spell casting system in the game.
Good. Neat.
So yeah. I recently just got the second season pass for Borderlands 3. I'm gonna actually try and finish it now.
Yeah, I got a lot. You'll see. I should probably rescue those two.
Is this a dead end?
Seems that way if he's not letting you through.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, as I said, this is where I got lost a bit, and I kind of been like, I don't have the memory for this to tell you where you need to go.
You have no memory of this place.
Found a big mushroom. For some reason, Liberty feels a kinship with it. I'm just thinking that for like whatever reason, this version of Liberty is just a big fungus otaku.
Yeah.
You know, in the manga, you know what they did with Jesse? They made him a fanatic for butterflies and insects. Weird.
Don't think. I gotta love James's bottle cap collection, which comes back every now and then. It wasn't just like a season 1 joke. They actually keep that.
No, speaking of bottle cap collection, I have a little chest full of bottle caps, as in metal ones from sodas. I might around 500.
That's barely enough to buy a pistol.
I always thought that when it came to caps for Wasteland, depending on how rare the bottle soda is,
I mean, isn't that the case? Isn't it? If you, I was about to say, isn't it the case that if you do like use a bottle of like Nuka-Cola Quantum, it gives you like double caps or something like that?
No, right not.
That might have been a mod.
No, but it should be a thing where rare sodas would give you more.
why is the... Again, okay, it's level 38. Why isn't it a Perugly? I guess it's, you know, at least it's there for diversity, so that way you're not always
You know,
battling.
thought. There's been this whole thing of, like, Rowan talks about studying the energy of Pokemon and, like, energy that gets let off from evolution. We know that Team Galactic has been siphoning energy from various sources. What if they're siphoning the energy that would normally be expressed through evolution from Pokemon, keeping them from evolving?
Yeah, that is infinity energy. That is, yeah, that could make sense.
Like, maybe they have something, it's like, almost like the equivalent of an Everstone.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy, you know, one thing I recently realized, speaking of evolution, is that Mega Evolutions are canonically supposed to be very,
Horrifying.
horrifying.
Like, I remember there's the whole thing of, like, Lucario is, like, he's lost all compassion and heart, and it's just all in on the fighting spirit.
Yeah. Bloody, frickin' can't remember its name. Big old ice head.
Glalie?
Glalie, yeah. Glalie's jaw just breaks open.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have a slush?
No, it's like literally raining.
That's what I mean. So is it like I've never experienced snow. What happens when you have snow and rain? Does the rain just basically freeze and make the snow?
It depends on the quality of the snow and, like, how much snow there is, because, like, sometimes the rain will just straight up wash away the snow. The
Yeah,
big issue that comes then is if the temperature drops after the rain, because then, like, everything gets covered in ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a problem. Weird.
Because all I was thinking of is just like this horrible, icy slushy. All the snow goes from soft and compactable to this slurry of
Horrid. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because, like, that is a thing that can legitimately happen, is, like, you do get sometimes snow or sometimes snow and rain where it's, like, the snow is just wet and thick enough that, like, it'll partially melt and make things awful for everyone concerned. Also, this guy right here is the smartest grunt that we have encountered.
Why?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Is our boss about to ditch us and claim everything for himself?
Yeah.
Th-
Maybe
th-
that's why he's a grunt.
This is... I like to imagine, like, if we could actually see his facial expressions, he would just have the... oh, fuck look on his face. Like, he just realized the position he's in, and he can't do shit about it.
Yeah. It's like you deserve a promotion, just like that one guy realizing that Pokemon are the equalizers, no matter what age you are. And for this chick, she sounds so confident. What she a Golbat? Okay, Golbat can be good. And it's just like, oh, another Golbat. I've already like defeated like 20 of these in the last hour. Is your Golbat in the top percent? No. Just intimidate him.
It's like he knows Astonish, or she knows Astonish.
Yeah, it's like, don't they basically learn that at like level 5? Also, the fact that you know what they're switching to, I can also imagine the grunts being like, oh, okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna switch to my Bronzor. I'm gonna take out that frickin' Pachirisu of yours. Your Pachirisu can't hurt my Bronzor. Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
God, I'm just thinking with all these Bronzors, because like the idea with Bronzors is that they're like supposed to have a mirrored surface, right, on their back.
Yeah.
So that gives me a thought. Of Zospa has the idea of, okay, she hears about like how there's like in games, if you make a number go up enough, it will wrap around and become an ultimate negative thing. So she goes, okay, so if I break a mirror, that gives me 7 years bad luck. What if I break so many mirrors that the amount of bad luck I have goes out on the other side and I have ultimate good luck?
Zosma logic at its finest.
Yeah.
Every time I think of Zosma, I just think of that one bloody gif of the horse just barging into a bar.
Yeah. And here we are at the spear pillar.
Yeah, and it's probably the good stopping point.
Yep, which we will look into next time.
Yay.
So yes, for now, it is the time of the good day, good night, sirs and
I
viewers.
will-
Long farewell, love you,
Yep.
goodbye.
Good night.
I'm gonna go watch my movie and probably cry in bed. I don't know. I just want to. I need to.
So,
Good night,
I will
everybody.
say this.
Yeah.
I will say this here for next time you play. Don't be worried if you can't capture bloody Palkia or whatever, whichever one it is that you're
Dialga?
playing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're playing Diamond. Forgot which version you're playing. They are a pain in the ass to catch. I haven't caught mine, but they do respawn at the spear pillar if you defeat them normally.
Okay. Here's hoping a quick ball does the job. Yeah. Good night.
Bye.